Let's time travel a little bit. We're going to go back to the 90s for a second, and we're going to go back to 1707 Church Street. Now, I'm not sure today what is in 1707 Church Street. I can tell you that for a while, the center of the universe was at 1707 Church Street because that was the home of Lucy's Record Shop. And Lucy's Record Shop in the 90s, I was a teenager, it was the greatest place. It was exactly what it sounds like. The front of it was a record shop. You can go in, they had all kinds of stuff and like the imports, all the indie stuff you're looking for. You get zines and posters and all that jazz. And then in the back was a venue, and they were only open on the weekends. The venue only ran on the weekends. And for $5, you get 2, 3, 4, indie bands, always all ages, varying degrees of how good the bands were. But a lot of the bands that we were going to see regularly at Lucy's back then were fantastic bands. Like we would go see the Fun Girls from Mount Pilot. Still to this day, one of my favorite live bands, Fun Girls from Mount Pilot, just fantastic. They played punk rock and drag, and we all survived. Lamb Chop, we'd go see Lamb Chop. We'd go see any number of bands with Dave Cloud, may he rest in power. We would go see Teen Idols, and Love Bucket was a band that played for a while. But anyway, we would all go see these bands, and one of the bands that we would go see, they were actually kind of making a lot of racket, literally and figuratively, on a national level. A band called Stone Deep. Stone Deep was around in the 90s, and they were really, really different. Stone Deep, they were a rock band, but they had a rapper for a front man. Hang on a second. I know what you're going to say. This is like 23, 24 years ago when Stone Deep was doing their thing. The earth had not yet been scarred by Limp Bizkit, so the rock band with the rapper up front was amazing. The rapper was a guy named Ronzo the Beast. So they put an album out called Kung Fu Grip, and they went on hiatus for 20-some years. Last year, they got back together, and they kind of remastered and re-released Kung Fu Grip. They're also putting out Stone Deep, Live at the Exit In. It's going to come out in August. They got dates in July and in August. And right now, can you hear the smile on my face as I'm talking about this? Let's do one from Stone Deep, one from Kung Fu Grip. This is called Billy, and it's on the 615 on Lightning 100.